What's up, everybody? This is going to be a vlog on copyright strikes. Seeing that you guys know who I am, you guys know that seem like I'm the king of copyright strikes lately. I get a copyright strike by any MMA like it's going out of style. UFC, Danzin, DAZN, DAZN. Just got a copyright strike by them. I got a copyright strike by YouTube. Now, let's talk about the Immaculate Conception about my first copyright strike. I never got a copyright strike for 2 years, never got a copyright strike for nothing. I would play music in the background, and they would take my video down worldwide, but people in the United States might be able to see my video, but people in the UK couldn't see my video if I was playing music in the background. But just because you don't play music in the just because you play music in the background doesn't give you a copyright strike, doesn't give a 90-day ban. There's a difference. You can't get monetized on a copyright strike. You can't do it. Or excuse me, you can't get monetized on music that you play in the background. So I'll play games, play UFC, or I'll race, play Gran Turismo, and I'll have music in the background because I just am vibing to my music. I could have the radio playing in the background and it doesn't make a difference. They'll still take my video down because I got music. Now on that particular video where I have music, they will not monetize me. Okay? So I would have to go back to my video and either find out what songs, take off all the songs, and then I have a chance to save it, and then that video might get monetized. Now, let's talk about a copyright strike. I'm telling you right now, when it comes to UFC, anything boxing, anything like that, and you decide you want to commentate a fight, you would seem to think if you commentate a fight, I'm commentating the fight right now, the fight's in the background, but you can't hear nothing, but you see my lips moving and you can hear me. Even if I don't have my glasses on and you can't see no reflection, I'm still commentating the fight. So I'll commentate the fight. Boom, boom, boom. I want everybody to know that I had 27,000 views on a video. I want to say the Donald Cerrone video, where I commentated the video. They didn't take it down. I commentated the fight. I titled it UFC 2 whatever, Donald Cerrone, blah, blah, blah. Didn't have any problems, okay? I got two or 300 people on the stream. I let everybody know as soon as this is over, guys. You know I'm a big fan of Canelo. So we're going to go to the Canelo fight after this if you guys want commentary on the Canelo fight. So, as soon as the UFC is over with, 27,000 views, 25,000 views that night, whatever, I go and start commentating the Canelo fight the same way. I put a picture of Canelo up there versus his opponent, and same thing with the UFC, a picture. As you can see, there's a ton of pictures. Everybody downloads pictures and puts them up there, but they don't get copyright strike for pictures, so it can't be pictures. Can't be the picture, okay? So now, I'm trying to lead up to something here. So now, I do the Canelo fight, and 1 hour into the Canelo fight, I got 10,000 views. All of a sudden, boom, 150 people on the stream. There's nothing. I'm commentating the fight. Imagine if you couldn't see reflection right here. You could say, oh, Mike, because of the reflection in your glasses. No. Imagine if I didn't have glasses on and I'm just commentating the fight. You can't hear nothing other than me. You can't hear nothing. I would have an earpiece in my ear and you couldn't hear anything about the fight. Even if I had the fight on mute and I was still commentating the fight. And he goes down. Right? Next thing you know, I get a copyright strike. We took your video down. Now, at that point in time, before my first copyright strike that I ever got, one of the guys on my stream says, hey, why don't you commentate a live fight? That's a free fight. So what I did was I put a free fight. It said free fight up there, and I put it on my stream, and I showed the fight, but it said free fight on there, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't realize what a copyright strike really was. But as soon as I showed that video and I started commentating that video, that's when I got a 90-day ban. Now, I spent my 90 days in YouTube jail. Now, the Canelo fight, When I got 27,000 views on the UFC fight, and then 15 minutes later I went to Canelo and I started commentating the Canelo fight, and they copyright striked me, I felt something was wrong. So now, the first time I didn't, there's three things that you have to do when you get a copyright strike. You got to go to copyright, you got to go to copyright school, number one, right off the rip, before you can have any information on your copyright strike. You got to go to copyright strike school. So I went to copyright strike school. Then they tell you that you can ask them to retract, take back their request to take down your video. Now look, at this point in time, do you think that the Zone is gonna even respond to me when I ask them to take down the video, or give me back my video? Do you think they're gonna respond to me? Of course not. They're not gonna respond to me. Why would they respond to me? But there's another way that you can get them. Okay, it's called a counter notification. Okay. You put in for a counter notification. This is everybody for fair use. This isn't somebody that downloads a video and shows a video on their stream and then think it's a fair use. This is some real deal shit. If you violate this, you could be sued. So you got to make sure that your video is fair use. If I'm commentating a video and you ain't got no audio and no video in the background and it's just me talking, that's my video. That ain't got nothing to do with you. That's my opinion about a fight. Okay, so you can't copyright strike me. Okay, you can't do it. So now you put in for a counter notification and you type up. Well, what's the reasoning? Well, the reason is that this is fair use. This is my video. This is a video that I showed, that I commentated with no audio and no video of the fight. So there's no reason for you to copyright strike me. So what happened? 2 weeks later, after I filed that counter notification, YouTube puts my video back up. But what happens, YouTube, they take you down quick, and they send you a message about a copyright strike quicker than shit. But when they put your video back up and they clear you, YouTube does not send you a video or an email saying, here you go, we let you back online, we put your video back up. YouTube is shitty for that. They're shitty for that. Now, they gave me my account back. Took 2 weeks. I had 10,000 views on the Canelo fight. I probably could have got 30 or 40 or 50,000 views on the Canelo fight. But they fucked me. And then my stream was down for 2 weeks while they were doing it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they have 10 days to react to a counter notification. So now, we're back into part 3 of my strikes now. Now, this is my third strike that I just got recently. Recently, I went to UFC 235 and I did on my phone live open workouts on my phone. And I got live open workouts on my shit, and they had music playing in the background. Their music that they were playing when the guy was working out, but this was my video. This wasn't any video that I copied and got from somebody. This was my video that I got on my phone, that I downloaded on my phone, that I downloaded on my computer. So there was no copyright strike. So I played this UFC 235 workout video many times in between the days, just to get views. So if people hadn't seen the video, that they could see the video, and there was never ever a copyright strike. So what did I do? I let everybody know, hey guys, I'm going to be commentating the fight tonight. Donald Cerrone versus Tony Ferguson. I'm going to be commentating the fight, but I'm going to give you guys something to look at in between. I threw up the video, UFC 235 open workouts, for something for them to watch as they came in to see the stream. Now, I put the picture up, Tony Ferguson and Donald Cerrone. That was a picture. Then I put up UFC 238, Tony Ferguson versus Donald Cerrone, live fight commentary tonight. I put tonight on there, okay? I ran the video when I went to work on Streamlabs so people can come and check out the video. While I was at work 2 hours later, they copyright striked my ass. They gave me a copyright strike. For what? So guess what? The YouTube process is fucked up because they have the ability to block your video right away. They have the ability to stall your channel for 2 weeks at least. in the counter notification process. But don't think for 1 second, that there's not a process to go and get back. As long as you feel that your video is fair use, it's up to everybody on YouTube that is a creator to fight back and put that counter notification, because guess what? If UFC thinks that my video that I had up of the open workouts is their property, then I'm going to sue the shit out of UFC. And UFC knows that they don't want to get sued because it's not their property, it's not their video. So what are they going to do? They're going to take that fucking copyright strike off of there. But whether or not it's the title, I really, really believe that the title has something to do with it. Really, truly believe that the title has something to do with it, because as soon as they reinstated my account a couple of weeks ago, I did another commentary. But in that commentary, at the very end of the commentary, I said no audio and no video being shown. No audio and no video being shown. I made sure I put it at the end. They didn't flag me, but I swear I thought I was going to get flagged. And I thought today, or copyrighted, and I felt today in my heart when I had that video that something was going to happen. Yesterday, I felt it, that something was going to happen because of the title or because of the picture. So if anybody has any ideas, it's one of the two. They basically said I was manually detected. Somebody was in there. They can't complain unless they're a part of the company. They can't go in there and report anything unless they're part of the company, to where they take you down and block you for 90 days. That's a part of UFC or DAZN, DAZN. That's all a part of them doing that shit. So they abuse the system, take you down, and hope that the creators, and get your money off of it, they get paid off of that video. You know what I mean? Whatever you get, however many views you had in that video, they get paid off that video. You know, and they hope that you don't file a counter notification because you're scared. Oh my God, you could be sued if this isn't your fair, if it's not fair use and you're using their stuff. Make sure you're using your video and file a counter notification on their punk asses and tell them they're not going to abuse me. You're not going to abuse me. I beat you guys once, DAZN, and I'm going to prove to everybody I'm going to beat UFC. And when I beat UFC in 2 weeks and I get my channel reinstated, I'm going to tell everybody that I got my channel reinstated and I beat UFC. If I could beat DAZN, if I could beat DAZN, because I think I'm fair in my videos, then I know I could beat UFC. And I'm going to tell you how to beat UFC. You guys do me a favor, don't give up on Mike, because I'm not going nowhere. Trust me when I tell you. But I will say this, though. For guys that are getting multiple multiple strikes against their channel, as soon as they get reinstated, they get another strike a couple of days later. As soon as and then they go through the 2-week process. If that keeps happening and you file a counter notification, they're going to send you, YouTube is going to send you a email letting you know that you have filed too many counter notifications and they feel that you're taking advantage of their counter notification process and that they're not going to take into account your request this time. So I want you guys to understand that you guys got to be selective. I don't know. I'm going to be commentating fights. I'm going to figure this out. I don't know how guys are putting pictures up there and they're not getting copyrighted, so it can't be the picture. I noticed that King and Queen Floyd has his title live. I saw his title on Saturday. It said live in the front. And then it said UFC 238, blah, blah, blah. And then it had quotation marks. And then Tony Ferguson. I mean, it looked just like what UFC would put up, but the only thing he did was put live in the front. Look, it's got to be something bigger than that. It's got to be something deeper than the title to where they could just go and abuse your channel like that and block you like that. Really, I think it's the fact that, and I saw another video and I've done my research on this. I really think that it's the fact that if you're taking views from them, that they're on your ass and they're going to block you. And once they block you, they got 2 weeks to deal with this. And if you don't file for a counter notification, they got 90 days. Whatever you guys do, don't think that when you guys file a retraction, please retract this, that they're going to do anything about it. They're not going to do shit about it. You got to file that counter notification. So anyway, for everybody watching the stream, man, remember one thing. This is Mike's Live over here. We're getting it in over here. Yeah, copyright strike. We're going to fight back, baby. Yeah, make sure that your videos are all fair use, that you're not copying anybody else's video and using any audio. If you're using any audio, you'll get copyright strike. If you're using any video, you're going to get copyright strike. If you're not using no audio and you're not using no video and you're commentating the fight, they can't copyright strike you. So do me a favor, file that counter notification and get their ass and get your channel back online. Anyway, you guys do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This is Mike's Live. We're not going nowhere. See you guys in 2 weeks, man.